A man possesses the power to transform faces into Facebook profiles. If he writes a command on these profiles, people will unquestionably obey. One day, he receives exciting news from his assistant about a remote villa nestled deep in the woods, available for sale for just $9.9. Upon arriving, the butler in charge of opening the door informs them that to meet the master, they must undergo a ritual test. He serves them a cup of tea and then kneels by the door. They take a gentle sip. To their surprise, the butler suddenly wants to dismiss them. The butler states that the assistant has committed a grievous error by putting her finger in the cup's hole, which is a vulgar gesture. This villa, he emphasizes, is not sold to impolite individuals. However, at that moment, her phone rings. She learns that her dog is ill and her boyfriend intends to take the dog to the hospital, but they're involved in a sudden car accident. Unbeknownst to her, the butler has orchestrated this chaos because the assistant displayed discourtesy by impolitely drinking tea and not notifying her companions about answering the phone call. For these two mistakes, she loses two precious things: this man's face, miraculously transformed into a Facebook profile. In a hurry, he flipped through the secrets within and discovered that the butler was the mountain god's steward. Those who adhered to the customs of this place would receive the mountain god's blessings with grace and endless wealth, but for those ignorant of etiquette, they'd lose what mattered most without a trace. Turning the page, the man found a line written: to delve into one's soul without consent is not fine. In the blink of an eye, he fell to the ground. His right hand was immobilized. The butler had awakened. Even with superpowers, without proper manners, you'll be forsaken. Hurry, now, for your soul's sake. How could the man bear this? He decided to test once more. This time, it's a test of how to eat corn in an appropriate and politely way, knowing he must use both hands and take it hot. But his right hand, alas, it was caught. No other option. He took it and gnawed. The butler grinned. The man seems to be failed again. Was this the end of the man's ride? A man possesses the ability to turn people's faces into Facebook profiles and access their memories. If he writes commands on those profiles, they'll obey without question. The man is currently undergoing an etiquette test, and failure could result in losing something crucial, just like his assistant. However, he rudely munches on corn, a clear sign that he's headed for punishment. Surprisingly, the butler steps on the tatama's edge, a severe breach of etiquette. It turns out the man had written an etiquette-breaking command on the butler's Facebook. The butler makes a mistake, and the man's hand miraculously heals. The butler, infuriated, accidentally steps on the edge again, and instantly, the assistant's boyfriend comes back to life, and even the dog starts breathing. The butler's loss is profound. The man says that the essence of etiquette is respect, not harm. He believes the butler's biggest breach of etiquette was pointing out the misconduct right then and there. Do you agree with the man's perspective?